Hey guys, it's me, David Cylindrical here, and today I'm going to show you how you can build muscle as a teenager. So you're probably wondering, who am I? Well, I'm 16 years old. I've been lifting for about 2.5 years, closer to the end. And here are some pictures of my current physique where I'm at right now. I made a lot of progress during quarantine because, well, that's when I actually stepped up my game because I was actually in a plateau for like about 6 months. I was just repping the same weight at the gym, going through the motion, not tracking my macros. Yeah, we're gonna get into that part of this video later. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first factor you're gonna need to take account for is testosterone. Testosterone is the male hormone, and you're gonna want as much of it as you can possibly get because, well, it's a male hormone. Estrogen is a female hormone, so you don't want some of that. So if you look at the chart right here, the different lines indicate your genetic level. So the first percentile is where you want to be at, but like not everyone's not there. That's a genetic freaks. You have a Gymshark sponsorship. You have like insane muscle mass. The 99th percentile is the low, like testosterone deficiency. You might have a problem. Got to see a doctor to help that. But us average guys, we're like in the 50th or like 10th, maybe 90th percentile. But one common thing about all these lines is that the testosterone level peaks at around 16 to late teens level and drastically goes down around like your 20s and like late 20s. But it increases when you're old, like 88 years old. But you can't build muscle when you're 88 years old. I mean, you can, but like not as much as you would. There's bunches of different factors. I don't know why it's. There's probably a reason for that. I should do more research on that part. But the more testosterone, the better, and it peaks at around 16 years old. So let's say you start lifting when you're about 16. Go for 10 years, 16 to 26. You have a good amount of muscle mass. Let's say you start at 26 years old, lift until you're 36. Never stop lifting. Just measuring how much muscle mass, how much you can get in 10 years. You're going to get a significant amount of muscle mass when you're 16 years old, if you start at 16 years old. So you're never going to get as much muscle mass as if you start at 35 years old than if you start at 16 because, well, obvious testosterone level reasons. Yeah, testosterone is very important, so start early. The earlier the better. You're going to see lots of good results. The next factor we're going to get into is your diet. Many people have been telling the fitness industry and lots of other people have been telling you. I know that you've heard this before, like eat big to get big. If you look at these videos, Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw, they eat like around 10,000 calories per day, but they need those calories. Their maintenance calories is like around there. They're like 300-pound mass monsters. Your maintenance calories is not there. If you eat like them, you're gonna poop everything out. Your toilet's gonna be stinky, okay, and you're gonna put on weight that's not muscle. You can get a little muscle, but like mostly fat, okay? So you do not want to do that. I remember watching those type of videos like 5-6 months ago and like getting inspired to eat more because like, oh, they're eating that much, so they're insane. Look at their muscle mass. If I eat that much, I'll get that big too, but like that's far from the truth. So your maintenance calories is the amount of calories you eat to maintain your current weight. So you can either find that by multiplying your body weight by 14 to 16-ish, or the better way to find it is take what you're eating right now and calculate the macros of what you're eating like currently, and take the average, and that's your maintenance calories. If you want to lose like fat, if you have fat you want to lose, that's your goal. It's not to build muscle, then go on a deficit. If you want to gain muscle, don't go on too much of a surplus. Don't do that. You're going to gain lots of weight. Maximum I'd go is maybe 100 to 200 max. It's the top. You don't want to go any more than that. Well, can you build muscle if you go less than that? Yes. But you're gonna build muscle if you go more. Yes, you're gonna build muscle, but like the more of a surplus you go into, the more chances of you getting fat. You can also build muscle in a deficit if you already have a storage of fat. You can use your fat as a source of energy to build muscle. That's on body recomposition. That's a completely different video I'll have for you guys later. Yeah, so 1 gram of protein per body weight. You're gonna have to aim for that, but like that's you won't need more than that, but like, can you get gains from more? Yes. Can you get gains from less? Yes. But stay at one. That's a safe spot. You're gonna definitely make gains. That's enough protein. That's efficient. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And for fats and carbs, that's a completely different video on macros. I'll have that coming up. Another very important thing about your diet is to stay consistent with it. That's very important. And is you have to enjoy your diet. Eat the foods you want to enjoy. If you can't stick, okay, ask yourself this question: can I stick to this diet for the rest of my life? If the answer is no, that diet is not for you, including keto diet, paleo, or like whatever diets they are. Well, you need carbs. I'm not trying to cut off carbs, but like, I don't understand the keto diet really well. So, oh, if it works for you, then stick to it. If you can stick with it for the rest of your life, that's the diet for you. So pick your diet and just stick with it. That's very important. And then sugar. In moderation, sugar isn't bad at all. Like, if you have a diet full of sugar, you're gonna be really hungry, and that's just gonna cause you to binge eat, which unknowing caloric surplus, empty calories, you don't want that. But in moderation, sugar is really good. It'll satisfy your sweet tooth. Okay, next factor we're gonna be looking at is training. You have to force your muscles to grow. You can't just tell it to grow. You have to force it. You have to make it do what you want it to do. Okay, it's like a stubborn baby. You have to make it do what it wanted to do. I'm joking. I'm not for child abuse. That's a complete joke. Okay, so progressive overload is key for this. Gradually increase your weight as you go on. So you can't be benching 135 for 10 reps year round and expect to grow bigger and stronger. You have to take your weightlifting to the next level. So, like, if it feels easier, increase the weight and then repeat the progress until we get to a 225, until you're repping out 225 for the bench. So, yeah, and also don't train like a baby. Train hard. 9 out of 10 people at the gym just go through the motion. It's not gonna work at all. I mean, you can get muscle mass from doing that. Like, in the beginning, if you just start working out, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get gains from doing anything since you're a newbie lifter. And yeah, as you go on, that's not gonna cut it anymore. You're gonna have to take your workouts and your diet and nutrition, everything to the next level the longer you live. The last factor we're gonna be looking at is consistency. Consistency is key. You're gonna have to want to stay consistent with everything you do. If you're gonna lift for a week and just give up, there's no point in doing it. Do it for weeks, months, and years. And then I like to go on a six day split. So push pull leg split 6 times a week. You work out. So then it develops into a habit. So it's easier to stay consistent as time goes on. If you're like on a 2-day split or a 3-day split, it's harder to stay consistent because you won't build the habit of working out and staying up top in your nutrition, which is really important if you want to maximize your gains. Okay, let's wrap things up. In conclusion, okay, start working out early so you can take advantage of your high testosterone levels. You really want to do that. And keep your diet, nutrition in check. Train hard. Don't train like a baby. If you want to maximize growth, work out 6 times a week and progressively overload. And your diet, keep that in check. 1 gram protein per pound of body weight, and don't go into much of a surplus if you want to build muscle. And you can go on a deficit if you have a amount of body fat, but like, if you have less body fat, I don't think that's a good idea. And 4, stay consistent. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like what you saw today, then subscribe down below, click on the bell notification, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.